Hello guys, hopefully everyone is fine. In this video we will be discussing the concept of inheritance. Inheritance is actually one of the very powerful concepts that is provided in C++. Firstly, importantly, it saves time. I'll tell you how it saves time. It saves space also, and also it provides the concept of reusability. It means that inheritance normally, if I talk about a layman perspective, so we inherit features from our parents. Apart from that, we have our own features. Same applies. It means whatever classes that are there, if we have to inherit some data members or member functions from one class to another class, we use the concept of inheritance. The best example of inheritance is your phones, your let's say if I talk about Apple iPhones. So whatever iPhones that we are using, and there is always an advanced version of it. So but the latest advanced version is inheriting the features of the previous versions. Apart from that, it has its own versions. Like iPhone 11 has its own features, then iPhone 12 has come. 12 has come with some advanced features. So that is how your concept of inheritance is carry forwarded in various languages altogether, whether it is Python, C++, or even Java for that matter. So we don't need to write the same code which is there in the parent class, and we have to copy the same code in the child class. We don't need to do it. For that, it will save space, it will save time, as well as it will provide the concept of reusability. So inheritance is, there are different types of inheritance that I will be discussing in this particular video. So there are different types of inheritance and how their applications. I have given you a best example for inheritance, but you need to understand types of inheritance that we have, and there are different modes of inheritance. So in this lecture, I'll focus on the types of inheritance. So what are the types of inheritance that we have? Let's say the first type of inheritance is simple or single level inheritance. So guys, for the rule of inheritance, we must understand that private data member or member functions can't be inherited. So this is a very important part that we have to explore. Single or simple level inheritance is that we have a class. This is a base class, and I want to derive the features of this base class in class B, and B is actually known as derived class. So B wants to copy the features of base class. So what I will do is I'll create a class A. Whatever data members and member functions are right over here, and I'll create a class B. Class B will inherit the functions or data members by using this particular syntax. This can be this particular syntax: public, private, and protected. But I'm just public, protected, and private is covered in the next class, how modes of inheritance work. And class B is inheriting publicly from class A, and obviously it can have its own features as well. So when one class inherits the features from another class, a single level class, this is known as simple inheritance or a single level inheritance. So class B will inherit the features of class A. Whatever class A features are there are copied in class B. It depends upon the mode of inheritance. I will explain that in the next class. Then we have the next particular concept, which is known as the second concept, which is known as multiple inheritance. So what is multiple inheritance? Multiple inheritance is also another type of inheritance where we have two classes, two parent classes, and child class is deriving from both of them. This is known as multiple inheritance. It means whatever class A is there, whatever class B is there, and child will inherit, and class C will be inheriting the features from class A as well as class B. So I have to write public A, public B, and then you can also create class C. When one class inherits a feature from two classes, it is known as multiple inheritance. Then we have the next particular type. We have the next particular type. That type is multi-level inheritance. In multi-level inheritance, class B inherits from class A and class C inherits from class B. It means class C inherits from class B and class B inherits from class A. Technically class C inherits from class A. This is known as so we have class A, your class written, class B, your syntax is written. Obviously we'll be solving these questions also. Class C is inheriting, class B is inheriting from class A, and class C inherits from class B. This is how your multi-level inheritance works. Now there is another type of property of inheritance, or there is another type of inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance. Guys, hierarchical inheritance works in this way. We have class A and class B is inheriting from class A, and class C also inherits from class A. So it means class A, whatever features you have written, right? Class B, you are inheriting from class A, and similarly class C, you are inheriting from class A. So single base class and two derived classes, a concept of hierarchical inheritance. Last not the least, the concept of hybrid inheritance. Hybrid inheritance is a concept where, you know, what happens in hybrid inheritance, we have a mixture of two inheritance altogether. So two inheritance such as class A, let's say class B is inheriting from class A, class C is inheriting from class A, and class D is inheriting from class B as well as class C. So this is your hierarchical inheritance, and this is your multiple inheritance, and if I combine both, that becomes hybrid inheritance. These are all terminologies of inheritance, and we don't need to copy entire code from one class to class A. You don't need to write the whole code again and again. All we need to do is just access them using modes of inheritance. So kindly support us in this initiative. Kindly like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much.